What are drugs? A drug is something that affects your body. Drugs must be able to pass through the body and into the brain, interferes with brain's neurotransmitters. Not all drugs are illegal. Drugs like cannabis, ecstasy, and cocaine are illegal. Other drugs which are against the law include speed, heroin, LSD, and magic mushrooms. Many are legal like alcohol, headache tablets, cigarettes, and glue inhalants. In certain countries, legal drugs can only be given out by doctors. Usually, doctors give you a prescription to take to the pharmacy.
Three main types of drugs. Depressants. Depressants slow down or depress the functions of the central nervous system. In moderate doses, depressants can make you feel relaxed. In larger doses, depressants can cause unconsciousness by reducing breathing and heart rate. A person's speech may become slurred and their movements sluggish and uncoordinated. There are examples of depressant drugs. These include alcohol, opiates and opioids, or heroin, morphine, codeine, methadone, and buprenorphine, cannabis, or marijuana. Stimulants. Stimulants speed up or stimulate the central nervous system and can make the user feel more awake, alert, or confident. Stimulants increase heart rate, body temperature, and blood pressure. Other physical effects include reduced appetite, dilated pupils, talkativeness, agitation, and sleep disturbance. Example of these types, include caffeine. Nicotine in tobacco is a stimulant despite smoker using it to relax. Ephedrine, used in medicines for bronchitis, high fever, asthma. Amphetamines and methamphetamines, also known as speed, ice, and crystal meth. Cocaine, also as coke and snow. Slimming tablets, Duramine, and Tinuate. The last type of drugs is hallucinogenic drugs. Distort and the user's perception of reality. The main physical effects are dilation of pupils, loss of appetite, increased activity, talking or laughing, jaw clenching, sweating, and sometimes stomach cramps or nausea. Drugs' effect can include a sense of emotional and psychological euphoria and well-being. Visual, auditory, and tactile hallucination may occur, causing users to see or hearing things that do not actually exist. Examples of these drugs include LSD, also known as trips, acid, and microdots, magic mushrooms, psilocybin, also known as mushes or shrooms, ecstasy, MDMA, methylene dioxymethamphetamine, also known as EXTZ, and this produces a combination of hallucinogenic and stimulant effects, and ketamine, also known as key or special key.
So why do people use illegal drugs? To fit in a group of friends, they might be curious and just bored. Often to help the person escape from reality for a while. If a person is sad or upset, a drug can temporarily make the person feel better or forget about problems. But this escape lasts only until the drugs wears off. Drugs don't solve problems, and using them often causes other problems on top of the ones the person had in the first place.
Drug abuse prevention, RA 9165, including drug abuse prevention. So there are the signs and symptoms of someone using drugs. First, lost interest in school. We all know nowadays some teenagers are usually using drugs, so lost interest in school, change friends, become moody, worried all the time, has to be left alone, sleep a lot, gets in fights, have red and puffy eyes, then cough a lot, have runny nose all of the time, are the signs and symptoms of someone using drugs.
Drug addiction. Addiction is a chronic, often unused despite harmful individual who is an those around him. Drug addiction is a brain disease because it's to changes in the structure and function of the brain. No single factor can predict whether or not a person will become addicted to drugs. Risk for addiction is influenced by a person's biology, social environment, and stage of development. The more risk factors an individual has, the greater the chance that taking drugs can lead to addiction. What you can do to help? The best thing to do is to tell a one might need professional help to stop using drugs. A grown-up can help the person find the treatment that or she needs to stop drugs. Kids can also help others is by choosing not to try or use drugs. It's a good way for friends to stick together. Understanding drugs and why they are dangerous is another good step to take.